Everybody, this is FreeChartVideos.com, and I'm on the road again. So this is another Willie Nelson version of FreeChartVideos.com, the S&P 500 update. And guys, all I got to say is this: I flew to Los Angeles today, left Atlanta. About 8:30? No, 8 o'clock. And to get to the airport, I'm up in the air 4.5 hours. I had gone long in UPRO. Near the lows on Friday around 11:50, when I saw the markets were going to likely gap down, I went ahead and put a sell order, taking a loss on that trade of about 60 cents per share. So I took about a 1% loss on UPRO, which is the 3x bull S&P 500. ETF, and I think I did the right thing. Even though there was a big rally near the end of the day that made the S&P close positive, I still don't like the looks of this. This still looks like a bear flag. And when it broke down this morning underneath this bottom line right here, I just said, that was my signal to sell, so I sold. And that's it. That's it for that trade. If it keeps running up, then my next move will not be to chase it. The next move will be to say sometimes charts don't work, because really after that week open, last thing I was expecting to see when I got to my hotel here in Los Angeles and looking at the markets. The last thing I expected to see was really a positive close. I thought maybe flat. I thought maybe pull back to this line right here. If we look at it on a 10-minute chart, you can see it was a pretty dang bullish move. But where did that come from? So I need to, I think if I redraw this line here and I make it parallel to the bottom one, we got a breakout. But, nothing, I'll be honest with you, nothing is looking quite right here. So if it's not looking quite right, I'm thinking I'm not quite trusting it. So I'm just I think I'm going to sidestep markets here for a little while and see what develops that's a little bit more clear in a sense of direction. Because honestly, when this came back to this line right here, right around, what was that? Roughly, use a horizontal line. Roughly 1150. That should have, frankly, once it started to sell here, it should have continued rather than popping up over that and then closing with that little upthrust at the end of the day. That doesn't seem quite right. So I'm going to check the news and check some other things out before I think that's just an absolute strange twist of fate. But breaking this line down here, that does concern me. So look, I'm just gonna I think I'm just gonna sidestep it. I'm busy this week. I can't really follow the markets, so I only had about 15% of my cash long in UPRO at the time, so no skin off my nose. I missed a little gain, but took overall I think about a 0.3% loss in the account today. So anyway, that's it for today. I'll have more as things unfold. This, like I said, I'm just kind of leery of this whole thing right here, because it still looks like a bear flag, and it looks like that bear flag broke today, and that should have brought more weakness than what we saw. So again, I'm going to hit the news story, see if George Soros decided to bail out Greece or something like that. But look, take care. Thanks for watching. I remind you, this is just my opinion. It is not to be used as actual investment advice. I'm not a licensed professional, just a guy that draws lines on charts. And sometimes when I do it, you can't really tell what the heck's going to happen. So look, take care.